I just got back from Imaging 2026, and if you think conferences are just for beginners, I've got news for you. Let's jump in. I got an opportunity to go to Imaging 2026 this year in Nashville, Tennessee, and let's roll it back. Imaging is a photography conference. It's quite large of a photography conference that's put on by the PPA, the Professional Photographers of America. Now, this is an organization that's a member-based organization. When you join, you get insurance and all these other things, and it's really cool because they've got a lot of resources for photographers. So if you're looking to learn and grow, that's an excellent resource for you to get involved and get in touch. But Imaging is their annual convening where we bring all photographers together and get to connect and grow and meet and exchange info and hopefully work together down the line. And it's also an opportunity for you to just glean a ton of information in one sitting. Like Imaging, if a photography class is a spoonful, Imaging is a water hose. We're here at Imaging 2026, and the first thing we saw when we walked in the door is our photo from last year, man. They've been putting us on these ads. We have been out here. We are outside. If y'all coming to Imaging, I'm sure y'all have probably seen me in the PPA magazine, which is crazy. Yo, check this out. This is wild.
But two of us, right?
Now, I go as an experienced photographer because staying sharp in the industry is a requirement, not a luxury. You've got to stay ahead of the game. And as an experienced photographer, you get to go out there and see what kind of technology is coming. You know AI is on the horizon. There's been something that's been in our back pocket. You get to see what your competitors are doing or what they may have access to. You can also buy different products at a steep discount or even meet some of your favorite photographers like Peter Hurley or Lindsay Adler and the like. I've seen so many YouTubers and influencers out there on the floor getting connected with different brands like Studio Ninja and Evoto. And so you get out there and it's just almost overwhelming. The goal with attending Imaging is to spot whatever's coming next, such as AI tools and lighting and business systems. Create relationships that will last and help grow your business, such as meeting other photographers who may be able to associate shoot for you, or connecting with brands who have brand deals and partnerships, referral programs, or even to reinvigorate yourself as a photographer, videographer, so that you can be excited for the work you're doing. I go to a conference at least once every year so that when I come home, I'm energized and ready to get back to my clients with the new things that I've learned and the new tools. A great example of this is in 2025 when I went to Imaging for the first time. I actually met the good people at Spot My Photo. Shout out to Vail. And she showed me Spot My Photos in real time in that moment. And on that day, I knew I was purchasing this service, and I have been using it every day since. My clients love it, and it has allowed me to raise my price because I'm offering a premium service by getting them their photos in real time.
I am so excited to have you guys here back again, to hear that you had so much success after you started with Spot My Photos. And you guys, I knew when I met you, you have such charisma that you were going to take this to the moon and back, and so far. So I'm so proud of you guys.
Had I never gone to Imaging, I would not have known this system existed. It alleviated a bottleneck, and there are plenty of other systems and opportunities that are out there on the expo floor for you to go and work through and play with. You even get an opportunity to go out there and shoot. So for me, I took my camera to Imaging this year because I knew that they would have models on the trade show floor. So if I wanted to go out and do some studio photography and get some portfolio work, they've got beautiful people out there taking pictures against backdrops and different sets that you typically wouldn't get anywhere else. So I now have an opportunity to create even more content. So the cool thing about Imaging is that when you walk around the trade show floor, you can go to different booths and do photo shoots. So we got models and LED lighting all around with different setups. This year we are going around and looking for people of color because that's typically what we shoot. So you can get as many different shots as you want for your portfolio, but also to test out gear and see what you like, see what works. And so that's one of my favorite parts of coming out to Imaging. And an added bonus, as a Canon shooter, they have CPS services on site where you can go and rent a camera. So I dropped off both of my camera bodies, let them clean the cameras, and then the next day even dropped off lenses because they had more time and got all of my equipment cleaned, while I borrowed a Canon R5 Mark II and shot with that for the first time with an 85mm VCM, which may be a part of my bag soon and very soon. We'll see. Now, the big deal is, how much does it cost? I know you're thinking like, this sounds all well and good, trade from floor, sounds like I'm gonna spend money on gear. I don't know if I need this. You're wondering like, what should I do? Well, the reality is cost should not be an issue. So with imaging, we tried to be strategic this year. I decided to go with 3 other photographers. So we had 4 people. We ordered an Airbnb, stayed in that Airbnb, which brought our costs down for housing to about $150 per person. And then we got our flight, and me and Desmond actually rode together. I had a companion pass, so he got to fly for free. So that's one step out of the way. And then when you talk about imaging, the cost for the ticket, if you get it early, can be less than $200. But if you don't want to pay at all, you can make it to the expo floor for free. You get a free expo pass just by signing up to be a member of the Professional Photographers of America, which you should really be a member anyway. They've got a magazine that comes out every month that's got some really cool photography in it and inspiration there for you. I've even been in the magazine. Matter of fact, while we were there at imaging, I actually saw my photo on the board as we were entering with a group of us from last year in Dallas. Plus, as you're out there and you're connected with new people and you're looking at growing and you're getting excited, recognize the opportunities in front of you. Like, being at imaging really did grow my business last year. Like, had I not, I can't reiterate this enough, had I not met Spot My Photos in Avoto helped me be more efficient so that I could get through more client work quicker, which means that I can now onboard more clients. Spot My Photos gave me a process to get photography directly to clients in headshot booths and events so that they get an exceptional quality product at a fast speed, which keeps up with the gleaning trend of using AI and things to speed up things. Now that helped me take an advantage to get ahead. Had I not gone to this conference, I would not have met these resources, which means I would not have been able to implement them in my business. You also get to meet people like Studio Ninja or Honeybook and ask them questions about their platform or see how you can learn more of new features that may be coming on down the line. I met Newer last year and I asked them, I said, hey, I want a 600 watt RGB. Like, why is this not a thing yet? I love the 300 watts, but I need more power. And he told me straight to my face, give it 3 months. And in 3 months, I was purchasing it at a great price on the website. And as you're there connecting with people in real time, you get email addresses. If you follow up, there are ways to get discounts. When I met GVM at a different conference, I made a relationship with a young lady who she's continuously sold me gear. As I see it on their website, if they've got a discount, I can go to her and get an even more discount just by making that connection because she's direct sales. And so you meet these people in real time, you cultivate relationships, they get used to seeing you, and they're more apt to work with you as you're building your gear and your catalog. And they want to see you win specifically with their product, because if they can point to that as a success story, that means that they have something that they can market through you. And so that is the goal in getting connected and forming those relationships. Now, here's some practical advice if you're going to go next year. I hope to see you there next year. Number one, plan your day. Now, we went saying that we were going to drop our cameras off, go to the expo floor. If you know me, I'm slow, I'm lackadaisical, so I took my time. But make sure you plan your day. If you want to go to an 8 a.m. class, be mindful if you're not good at waking up at 8 a.m., you're probably not going. That was me. I made that mistake. But play your day around going to the 10 o'clock class or the noon class or the 3 p.m. class. See what's available to you in the different slots and talk to the people that you're going with, or even people that you meet there, see if they want to go with you to hold you accountable. Plan what times you're going to go see people on the trade show floor. Maybe you want to see people after lunch so that you can talk to them a little bit more because they're a little bit more locked in. Think about what services you may want to use or whose resources you may need most. Take some time, write a list. You can go online and see what vendors are coming. Make a list of who you want to actually get in touch with, whether it be to get a discount, to try to garner a relationship, to get a brand deal, to try to see what's coming new down the pike. Make that list ahead of time so when you get to that trade show floor and you're overwhelmed by all the lights and the things that are moving around, you know, okay, I need to talk to this person, and you can map that out to get that done in 1 or 2 days. It's a 4 or 5 day conference, in my opinion, you really only need to be there for 2 days. After the first day, if you've got a solid plan, you're gonna knock a lot off the list. Second day, you get to go in and enjoy it and just kind of move around and glean. I would definitely recommend getting there so you can attend the opening party. We had a blast at the opening party, getting out there and partying with other photographers. I felt like we were the life of the party because we love to get out there and dance, and the photographer loved to do the line dances, and you know that's my thing. So we was on the party having a blast. That's another way to build community and camaraderie. I'm even still having people from that night reaching out to me on Instagram because they know, hey, I heard you're coming to New Orleans in this month. I would love to shadow you. I would love to work alongside you. Like, that's the goal, man, to keep pushing forward. So think about what your plan is going to be when you get out there. Set a connection goal. Maybe that's 10 handshakes in a day. You want to get 3 follow-ups and maybe get to 1 opportunity that you can take away from this. And then lastly, don't buy everything you see. There are going to be a lot of discounts. They got me this year. I'm not gonna lie. I went in there and said, I'm not spending no money. I tried to keep my eyes closed the whole time. Then I saw a very wide, which I'm actually using right now, a very wide softbox. And I was like, yo, I need that. How much is it? It was $80. They got it up off me at Adorama. No regrets, but keep that in mind. They're not, the thing I will say about imaging is it's not salesy. They're not pushy, but they know what you like. And they know you want it. That's why they're not pushy, because they're like, you here to see us about this gear. So we don't have to sell you, here's 30% off. You can make your own decisions. And they know, us photographers, we run a bag up when it comes to gear. So they're gonna get you for everything you got. So be strong, keep your eyes focused, stay on the goal. Don't get caught up like I did. I took that L. I did that, so you didn't have to go through that. So in a nutshell, imaging is not just a conference, it is a gateway to new technology, better relationships, economic development and growth in your business, education. It's a good time, man. Y'all should be out at imaging. If you're coming to WPPI this March, let me know. Let's connect. I would love to meet you guys. But be sure to utilize these resources, man. The way that it invigorates you moving forward is it should be studied. Like, it really makes me excited for what is next and what we can do to grow in our business. And so I'm a champion for continued education. I got 2 degrees, right? So I want to see the same for photographers. You should be getting out there and getting active. That is how you grow yourself. That is how you expand and scale. So definitely keep it in mind for 2027. Imaging, I believe it's going to be in Charlotte, North Carolina, which is another good city. And so I'm excited about that. I got people in Charlotte, so I'm coming to see y'all, man. So yeah, definitely keep that in mind as you're moving forward. All right, so that's a wrap. Y'all know what time it is, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with a friend. We are trying to grow the channel. So if y'all feel like this information was good information, if y'all saw something that y'all liked to hear, make sure you're sharing it with your friends so we can get them watch hours up, all right? But for real, make sure y'all brand responsibly, grow with us, Greenwood. Y'all know what time it is. I'll see y'all next year at Imaging 2027. Drop a comment in the chat if you went and what you thought about it, and drop a comment in the chat if you're going next year and tell me who you want to connect with. Man, let's do this thing together. Brand responsibly, Portrait to Corporate. We out.